I'm playing with some new makeup today, and I've been wearing it for about an hour before filming this intro, and I can already tell you that not everything is going to be getting a glowing review from me today. I realized what time it was shortly towards the end of the video before doing my eyes. So the eye look that I had planned is not the one that I have on today. This one is actually very, very quick, much quicker than I anticipated. So if you're looking for a quick eye look, that is what you're going to get. If you're looking for the best, most intricate eye look, that is not what you're going to get from this. But I am messing around with a bunch of products that are new to me. I'm using a couple of familiar products as well. One of those products you are very familiar with from my channel because I have been using it for well over a year, and that is the Colorescience Total Eye 3-in-1 Renewal Therapy. This is what I use for my color corrector underneath my eyes, and you'll see that as I go through. This has replaced all of my other correctors because the peachy tone works perfectly to brighten. It's moisturizing, it's hydrating, it treats the under eye area, and it has SPF 35 in it, and it's a mineral sunscreen, which just works beautifully to target the under eye area. And I do want to thank Colorescience for partnering with me on this video. I'm very selective with the partnerships that I do because I don't ever recommend products to you guys that I don't fully believe in. If you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that. And like I said, I've been using Colorescience products, and especially this product, for well over a year. It might even be close to 2 years now. Anyway, they have come out with a newish product. This is the Total Eye Restore Regimen. It includes the Total Eye 3-in-1 along with the Total Eye Concentrate, which is the nighttime product. It works while you sleep. It's got a cooling roller ball on it. I've really been enjoying it. And they also have 12 hydrogel treatment masks that provide intense hydration to improve the eye area. And these are just applied for 10 minutes. So you apply the Total Eye Concentrate and then apply one of these patches over it, either before bed or before you have a big event. You get everything kind of all in one that you need to treat your under eye area if you are combating texture or dryness or anything under your eyes like I am. This is awesome. And right now you can get a free mascara with your purchase of the Total Eye Restore Regimen with my code that I'll have on the screen and down below. So let's get into trying some new products today, and I'm going to be wearing these and letting you guys know how they work for me as the day goes on. I've already applied my Paula's Choice Resist Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense sunscreen. I've given it time to sink in. This is my holy grail sunscreen. I know you guys ask me about it a lot, so I wanted to share it with you in this video for those of you who aren't aware. I'm applying my City Lips Lip Plumping Gloss. I don't know the official name of this because it's worn off. I'm almost out. The shade that I use is San Diego, but I wanted to show you just what this does to my lips. I usually put this on as the first step of my getting ready process so that it has time to sink in and plump up my lips before I put on my lip liner and lip product at the very end. I can also wear it by itself if I want. It just fills out those lines and makes my lips look plumper pretty much all day long. I love that thing. I'm going to go in with this Wander Beauty Smooth Sailing Perfecting Primer. I have not used this before. I've applied it to the back of my hand, but that's about it. It's got these little gold flecks in it. I don't know if you can see those on camera or not, but a lot of you seem to really like this primer. I only use a pea-size amount of any primer when I apply it to my face. That's all you really need. I find that when people have issues with primers, it's usually because they apply too much or they don't wait a minute or two after they apply their primer before they go in with foundation. I'm gonna let it sit and just meld in with the skin before I go in with the foundation I'm using. Okay, it kind of gives a soft matte look. My pores do look a little bit smoother, so that's nice. There's an eyelash. I'm gonna lower my lighting a little bit. I'm feeling like I'm looking a little bit bright. That's better. I'm not gonna use an actual lid primer today. I wanted to try the Milani Conceal and Perfect. I grabbed the shade 125 Light Natural. I'm having a problem opening it because I have primer all over my hands. Oh my God, I really can't open this. Holy crap, that was a struggle. This might be too dark to use as my concealer. Yeah, we're gonna use it anyway today, folks. See how this works. Okay, that seemed to work really, really nicely. And actually, it seemed to set down well. I'm not sure if I'm gonna need powder or not to prevent that creasing. We shall see. I'm just gonna kind of let that sit and see if it actually creases up. Derma E has a new new tinted moisturizing BB cream with SPF 30. I never recommend relying on foundation for SPF because you just have to use way too much foundation to get the proper sunscreen protection that you need. But it's oil-free, it has lightweight coverage and antioxidants in it. They sent several shades. I'm going to see how the shades medium and light compare to see which one I'm going to use, and I may need to mix them, I'm not sure. We have light on the bottom and medium on top. I'm thinking I'm going to have to mix the two to get the shade that I need. If you want to see my foundation shade matches, you can head over to the link down below, and I have a running shade list over on my blog. Yeah, I think the mixture is gonna work pretty well. Lexi Brushes sent a set of brushes to me, and I'm gonna be pulling from them today, but they're so pretty. I'm gonna use their foundation brush that they sent, the blending brush. I'll be linking all of these products for you guys. And look at this beautiful brush they sent. This is their Jasmine brush, and it came in this beautiful gift box. I'll link that for you guys down below. If you're a Disney fan, you might like that. I think I'm going to use that for either powder or bronzer today. I don't usually use a foundation brush. I feel like with BB creams, that's okay. It blends in really nicely. I'm not noticing any streaks at all with a brush. When I use a brush, sometimes I will pat it with my fingers or a sponge in areas where I think I need a little bit more coverage. I would say this gives lightweight coverage like it says on the bottle. I don't think it's medium coverage by any means. So if you're wanting some lightweight coverage, I think this is going to give it to you. And actually, I think I could have used the light shade. It oxidizes a little bit after you apply it. I don't know. I think it looks okay. You can see from one side to the other, it does even out redness. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it to the other side of my face really quickly, and I will come back. So this is the issue when you use a new primer and a new foundation together. I'm not sure exactly what's causing this, but I feel like it's catching and just looking just not so good on the skin, and I don't know which one it is or if it's the combination of the two. I'm going to take a little bit of MAC Fix Plus on a sponge and just see if I can kind of remedy this situation. So MAC Fix Plus can kind of take away some of that powdery look, and that is what I am hoping this will do. And I think it did help a little bit, but it may have taken away some of that coverage. So I wonder if I can take that light shade and maybe with the MAC Fix Plus on the sponge, just kind of dab a little bit on those spots where the coverage was taken away, and maybe now that the Fix Plus is on the sponge, it'll lay down a little bit more evenly. I just have some redness going on because I have not been eating that well, and my rosacea is kind of flared up. So I might have to use that concealer on those red spots. I'm just going to need to test this out a little bit more, both the primer and the BB cream, but with products that I already use and love, so I can see how they work. Okay, so as usual, just like I do every single day, I'm taking my Colorescience Total Eye and covering up the darkness, the discolored areas underneath my eye, which I actually don't think look that bad today because I did use the Total Eye Concentrate and the eye patches underneath my eyes this morning. Okay, so that helped with the darkness. So now I'm going to conceal and cross my fingers that this concealer is not too drying or too dark. And I think the most important thing with concealer is not going in with too much right off the bat, because you just don't want to emphasize all that texture if you have texture underneath your eyes. That actually looks pretty good, I think. It's not too dark. Now I'm wondering if it's going to be too light to cover up the redness. Yeah, I think it is a little bit too light, so I think I'm just going to use my regular NARS concealer to spot conceal. Sometimes I do like another dot where I am extra dark, but I don't think I even need it today. Just barely do I even have to set this with powder. Okay, this is nice. Usually I still get crinkles underneath my eyes no matter what, that I do still have to set with powder, but I'm just going to see how much that crinkles up while I do the rest of my makeup. I'm using my regular NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Canal to conceal the redness on my face. It's just really red right here. I feel like it looks really white under my eyes right now, but that will fix itself as we add powder. I'm going to attempt to use the new Bare Minerals Bare Pro Glow bronzers. These are liquid bronzers. This is Warmth and this is Faux Tan. I'm going to use the shade Faux Tan today and hope that it works well with what is going on with my concealer and foundation. That kind of stained my fingers, so I think this is going to stay on my face really well. I am going to use this e.l.f. Ultimate Blending brush. It's important to shake these up really well before you use them. And I'm just putting one drop out on the back of my hand and then just kind of dot it around and blend it in. But I'm going to work pretty fast because I really don't know how quickly these set. Oh, this is nice. Yes, yes, yes. Nice and subtle, super easy to use. Okay, I'm gonna do this on the nose and kind of give a sun-kissed look. So I've done it both ways. I have dotted it on my face and dipped my brush in it, and I kind of like dipping my brush directly in it and then just applying it to the face. But it does give a nice natural bronzy look to the face. I'm digging it. I'm not going for a super contoured look today, just going all over, kind of haphazardly everywhere. From Lila B, I have this Be Real Divine Duo Lip and Cheek. I'm going to use this on my cheeks. It looks like it's a really nice color. I want to see how the texture is. I don't notice a scent. Oh, that's really pretty. Oh, I love this shade. Oh, that is really, really pretty. Oh my God, I'm in love with this. Like seriously in love with the shade and how easy it applies. Oh my God, I love it, love it, love it, love it. I feel like to even everything out, I am going to go in with a powder that I have never tried before, but I've heard raved about a lot. This is the L'Oreal Hydra Perfect Powder. I picked up the translucent shade. It does come with a little puff on here. I don't use that though. I am using a nice fluffy powder brush. I have to take the sticker off because I have never opened this before. I'm just gonna take half the sticker off so that I don't get a lot of fallout into the cap, because sometimes that bothers me. Sometimes I just poke pinholes into the sticker with a safety pin to get less fallout. I have this diffused highlight brush from Bare Minerals. I'm gonna use this to apply it underneath my eyes. I feel like this concealer will do well just using a brush. And I do keep creasing just a tiny bit on my lids, so I'm gonna top my lids off with it as well. That same brush, and I am gonna use this brush for highlighter too. So I'm going to take my sponge and dip it in here and apply it to my face as I usually do, because that helps with shine a little bit better than just dusting it on with a brush, and it really melts it into the skin. This powder smells nice. It smells kind of like baby powder. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. If you don't like fragrance in your makeup, you probably won't like this, but it does have a nice light, sweet fragrance to it. So I have these two powder brushes from Luxie. I think I'm going to use the Jasmine brush. Just take what's left in the cap and then just dust that over my face and dust any excess away. My face feels good. It doesn't feel tacky. I think the cream products look nice and subtle. My face is still red over here though, but that, you know, goes with the territory of using a light coverage foundation today, or BB cream. Maybelline has a new Tattoo Studio brow product. I picked it up in soft brown. I'm going to go off camera and do something with my brows. I don't have a new brow pencil, but I'm going to use this afterwards. So I'll do my brows and be right back and use this. Don't judge if my brows are all uneven. I just realized what time it was and I've got to kind of speed this up because we have somewhere to go and they close pretty soon. So I'm going to take, oh God, okay. Not digging this. This is very pigmented and okay, yeah, I'm stopping now. This is a little out of control. It's like the bristles, they're too close together. They're just not doing what I want them to do. I feel like if the wand was a little bit shorter and the bristles were more like the bristles in the product that I like already. This product right here, this is the Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer. This product is awesome and the bristles are perfect in this. Now I've got some of the other product in my brows. Great. They actually hit your skin and go where they're supposed to. I feel like if it was like that, it would be okay. I don't like that product. So I will continue with my Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer, which is pretty hard to find. You can find it on Walmart.com and Maybelline's website. That was a fail, very splotchy, very out of control. God, there's no telling what they look like. Let's just ignore the brows. I'm going in with the Bare Minerals Endless Glow Highlighter in Zen. These are the new highlighters from Bare Minerals. They have new highlighters, new bronzers. I've used, they have a whitish kind of holographic one. I've not used this shade. Kind of goes along with that subtle blush kind of nicely. CoverGirl has a new palette out called Peach Punch. It's in their True Naked line. I'm going to go very simple with this for the simple fact that I am in a hurry. I'm going to take this shade in my crease and as a transition that it's almost the same shade as my skin tone. I think I might go in with this peach shade right here with this Lila B eyeshadow brush. Yes, just right below that, more into the crease. Tap off your brush for sure because there is some fallout with these. I like that. I'm putting this more into the crease and I'm actually dragging this down into the corner. And I'm going to take my finger and put this on my lid. Oh, that is really bright. And I'm going to blend those two shades together. I think I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of that peach. Then I'm going to take this shade on the inner third. That's weird. I wasn't expecting any peach from that, but it looks like there's a little bit of peach in there, even though it looks like it's a champagne shade. That is a deceiving shade. That is a really deceiving shade. I'm going to take this deep brown and just go into the outer corner. I feel like this needs just a little bit of something here. It's not too deep, but it's giving it something that it didn't have with just the other shades. I'm just going to take a brown pencil eyeliner and line. I'm going to do my mascara, show you what mascara I used and what lip color, and I'm going to be back and show you the finished look. For the lips, I started with the Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in All Natural. This is a really great Lips But Better nude lip liner. I love the texture. It glides on really nicely. This is the Laura Mercier Rouge Essential Lipstick in Rose Claire. This is a great pink. I didn't think I'd like it because I thought it would be a little bit too cool. I did top it off though with the Rimmel Stay Glossy in shade 150. I think it's called Claridge's Ruby. I don't know, it's kind of a weird name, but I like the combo and it feels really nice on the lips. I also did top this off with the finishing powder. I felt like I was starting to look like a disco ball already. I used the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in light medium. I just dusted it over my face with a big brush to kind of diffuse everything together and just make it look a little bit more flawless than it did. The liner that I used is Urban Decay's Roach. This is not new to me, but the mascara is. It's the Physicians Formula Lash Mixologist, and it's got a volume side and a length side. I'm not sure why I bought this actually, because I usually want volume and length, more so volume, but if I want just volume, I'm kind of getting half of what I would normally get. I did use the volume side. It's fine. I don't know. I'm not that impressed with it. I'm gonna wear this throughout the day, see how it holds up. I'll check in later. I'm gonna go do something with my hair and I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm on my phone right now. I'm ending this very casually because I need to be kind of quick. We are getting ready to go to a family dinner, but I'm gonna go through the products very, very quickly. I also did a check-in about 2 hours into where you could already start to see that things were just not looking very great on my face. And I kind of had that feeling going into it. I know we kind of talked about that, but I'm not sure if it's the primer or the BB cream. I'm gonna have to try them separately and get back to you in an update or in my July favorites. I can't do it in my June because I'm not gonna have time to try them with us going on vacation at the end of the month. I did like the L'Oreal powder, but I wanna try it with products that I already love to see if maybe that's why I got so shiny. I don't know, but I do feel like you can see pores that you usually can't see. You can see texture. I blew my nose, it came off. I blotted a little while ago and you know, that came off. So things are just not looking good on the complexion products at this moment. I love the Bare Minerals liquid bronzer. I think it's great. It's lasted well. Also love the Lila B cheek and lip product. Love the shade. I love the way it looks natural on the face. And I do love the Bare Minerals highlight. It's hard for me to differentiate right now if it is shine or highlight on my face, but if you look really close, you can see it. I just don't think you can tell in this light. The Milani Conceal and Perfect, as of right now, I am really liking it. I'm gonna keep testing it out, but it covered nicely. It feels nice. I think it looks nice under my eyes. I mean, there's texture under my eyes and I have dark circles, but I think it covered really well. And look at my lips. I ate lunch and have been drinking in the last several hours that I've been wearing this makeup, and it has lasted even with the gloss on top. So that is pretty impressive. I haven't reapplied or anything. It's just left a nice little stain. And my lips don't feel dry either. We discussed my dislike for this Maybelline Tattoo Studio brow product, and I don't like the mascara. I kind of don't see a point to the mascara. I am going to be the lone dissenter with these True Naked palettes in that I just feel like you don't get a lot of payoff with the shimmers. And I feel like you can see that here. I'm looking at the phone. You saw me apply them with my finger, and I feel like all that shimmer is just barely there now. So that's just how I feel about it. I felt like all the brushes that I used were very soft and they blended the products very nicely, and I think that covers everything. So I hope you enjoyed this video with me trying a bunch of new products. Let me know if you have any products that you would like me to try or that you've been liking lately in the comments below. If you're not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button, become part of the family. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.